I make you miserable, or do you make me miserable? Are we miserable together, or are we just miserable? We were both culpable of feeling too vulnerable, and I'm looking forward to being your friend. I am unhelpful, I'm too sentimental, and this is starting to feel reversed. Do you really hate to see me, or do you hate to be seen? What is love if not grief in reverse? Do I make me miserable, or do you make me miserable? Are we miserable forever? And stop being miserable, the pain is considerable, if not irreversible. I'll see you around every now and then.
Hell yeah, and hello. Welcome, gentlemen, to the Pink Sofa Hour.
Yeah.
Hello, yeah.
So lovely to have you.
Yeah, so lovely to be here.
You are Gila Teen.
Yeah, sure.
Gila Teen or Guillotine or
Gila Teen,
Gelatin.
gelatin,
Gelatin.
we've heard-
gelatin,
Yeah.
gelatin, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
There's so many lovely ways to say the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet, the one that comes to mind for me is definitely Guillotine.
Yeah.
Guillotine is
Yeah.
like the main way, but if you look at the word separately, like it's Gila, like the
Yeah,
Gila
it's
monster
like- yeah.
lizard. So we joke
Like
about
that King
that
Gizzard
way.
album.
We
I don't know if you've heard it yet.
I've heard
Very
like the first couple of songs.
they can
It's
be a
very fun.
They are a lot.
Super fun.
You gotta be in a certain state of mind.
I agree.
Yeah.
How is your state of mind today?
Oh, we're chilling.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
That's
yeah.
good. That's good. Well, welcome to the Pink Sofa Hour. Why don't we start off with some introductions?
I'm Aiden. I am the bassist and keyboard and do a lot of the drum work for all of our songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Hunter. I'm the vocalist, the guitarist, and the lyricist. And together we're Gelatin.
Well, welcome to the show,
Yeah.
Aiden and Hunter.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys being here.
For sure.
How'd you guys meet?
High school, middle school?
So we vaguely met in middle school, but we
Yeah.
became friends in high school.
Where did you guys go to middle school / high school?
So it was Dunstan Middle School and then Green Mountain High School out in Lakewood.
Like, cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are
West Side, Colorado.
natives?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
My
You're in the minority here in the Pink Sofa Hour.
There are dozens of us in town.
my dad's side of the family was in Lakewood in like the 30s when it wasn't a city and it was
Yeah.
farms. And
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like the native.
Yeah, it seems weird
it
for like
feels-
two like white dudes to be
Yeah.
like, yo, we're native.
Where yeah,
But
That's fair.
we were born and raised in Colorado.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
yeah,
That's probably a better phrasing of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
The native bumper sticker was made up by a dude from New Jersey.
Yeah.
So
He's not even from here. So.
Leave it to the Jerseyans.
yeah.
I'm not from here either, for the record. So you
Oh,
guys
word.
can judge me as much as you'd like.
Nah.
Or not.
More
you don't seem
people-
like the type.
It's a cool place.
More
to be.
people means more shows and more food and more cool stuff to do. So
That's
Like
what
this.
that's what I
Move
think
here.
too. That's what I think too.
yeah,
You know, as long as the people that are moving here aren't shitty.
yeah,
Right.
that's fair.
By the way, we can curse on here.
Cool.
Oh hell yeah!
Wasn't-
It's good because
yeah.
we have one of the songs coming up where we put a swear in there. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, we're
How
we're-
aggressive.
Yeah, we're pretty edgy like that.
Hardcore.
We
for
we
sure.
do a cuss every once in a while.
So how'd you guys get started playing music?
Well, we kind of
yeah.
started separately. I mean, both in high school. You know,
It's a historical question. So like, what was your
Yeah.
first instrument?
So I started playing like piano, like 2nd grade. Like parents put me in piano lessons and everything. And in 6th grade, said this is boring, and was going to learn how to play the drums. But then that was too much setting up and tearing down, and I got bored of it. So I chose the next easiest option, which was double bass. And carrying that around and playing an orchestra kind of through high school. And
Studio dog.
yeah. And then after high school, that was hard to carry around, so I had the guitar, and that was a lot easier. Also, upright basses are expensive.
Yeah.
Unbelievably expensive. I actually had no idea.
I like saw one in a pawn shop, and it was beat to shit, and it was still $3 grand.
God,
Yeah.
And
that's
plus they just take up so much room.
They
Like,
really do.
it's like a whole person.
I would not want to gig with one of those.
It's a huge person.
Yeah,
They're like,
gigantic.
you see people with those hard cases. They're
Yeah.
like, literally,
Yeah.
like you could fit at least one person in there.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
Oh yeah, we had cabinets in middle school that we would put all the instruments in, and it was a popular place to nap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, how did Gila
Yeah. whatever.
Gelatin
Whatever.
get started?
Well, we were a different band. We were a band called Bert Olson. We had a live drummer. That kind of came out. I kind of moved into like the DIY scene. I was living in this abandoned preschool, maybe repurposed preschool.
Retired.
We were paying rent, but it was a former preschool. About 6 of us living in there, and
Wow, that sounds kind of
my
cool.
buddy
It was a lot.
Jeremy was
Yeah.
like running DIY punk shows out of there, and then that kind of evolved into us moving into a different house and continuing to throw punk shows. And I would just like play songs here and there, and I wasn't really like in a group or anything. But Jeremy like really kind of took me under his wing and was like, you're too good to not be doing anything. So like he really like, kind of pushed me to like start like a group, and I was kind of jaded with music at that time, so I was like, whatever, like yeah, we'll do it, but we're just gonna break up anyway, so like let's just name this the dumbest thing possible, and that became Bert Olson.
I like that name actually.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of weird names.
Yeah.
My friend has a band. He for some reason he called it Ether.net.
Nice.
I don't know if you've heard
I
of them. They
really
recently
enjoy
opened that.
that.
That's funny.
That's not why it's funny. The reason it's funny is that every time he sends the name in a text message, it links to a website.
Yeah, that's not
and
his.
It's not his, and like it's the name of the website. I guess it pops up. It just says Pete Davis and the Wakefield School Committee, and I just thought that should be the name of the
That's
band.
the name.
Yeah.
That's it right there. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we had like a desk name plaque, or they had a desk name plaque that was just Bert Olson. It was just sitting in the room. Like, yeah, that's great.
That was like, I just had
Yeah.
that for like years, and I was like, fuck it, that's the name. And then eventually, like, we burned through like 2 drummers, and then we kind of decided on this setup without drummers. We were playing with like an old 80s drum machine. And we were like, the sound's changing quite a bit. Let's just change the name while we're at it. And Aiden had kind of texted me jokingly once. He's like, haha, funny band name, Gila Teen. And I was like, that fucks so hard, though.
It's really cool, actually.
So like I manically I was like searching like Bandcamp, Google, like, and it was like,
Checking
just
it.
anyone, and there's like a
Yeah.
DJ, but like kind of inactive, and we're like
DJ
cool.
Gila Teen.
Yeah,
I hate that.
so
Yeah. It's much better band name.
much better
Definitely.
band name.
I had messed up my back and was on like all sorts of painkillers and just binging all TV, and watched a bunch of Survivor, and there was one person who kept pronouncing guillotine wrong.
Guillotine.
Just saying guillotine, and I was losing it.
Huh.
So I texted Hunter, and then yeah,
The rest is history.
the rest is history.
That must have been 2019,
Ooh.
2018.
It was 2019.
Yeah.
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 I like the 80s drum machine sound, by the
It's-
way.
Yeah.
Very fun. It was just kind of different, and it's super easy to have band practice when it's just hey,
Yeah.
2 people. You don't have
Especially,
to
like, you know, we
juggle.
both live
Yeah.
in smaller spaces. It's
Yeah.
hard to...
And it adds a certain sort of crunchy element to
Yeah.
the sound where like
For sure.
the sound between the two instruments is sort of dreamy, like
Yeah.
wide, and like that like aggressive sort of funny snare
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
kind of brings it all together in a,
Oh, yeah.
in a good way that I didn't really recognize honestly. And
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it sets us apart. I think if we had a drummer, like, we'd be fine. We'd be a
Yeah.
good band, but
You try.
I don't think
Yeah.
I think we would blend in a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the fact that we don't have a drummer kind of makes us stand out.
I'm sure sound guys love it too.
Oh yeah, we're an easy sound check.
Well, and we can play so many different shows because we have such a range of genre. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to play what the drummer knows how to play.
We can
Play a
play
song
whatever
to
the
song.
Blast
keyboard
beats.
knows how to
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate the ability for you guys to kind of innovate quickly too, because with a
Yeah.
drum kit you have to kind of play around what the guys got, but like if you have a drum machine, you just warp the sound as much as you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you guys describe yourselves as weird pop.
Yeah, one of the ways.
I totally see it. I also see quite a bit of a punky kind of influence in so many ways, or perhaps even emo.
Definitely.
I would almost say, I mean, emo is probably not inaccurate, but I would think that more accurate would be like post-punk.
Yeah.
Or like specifically like the post-punk revival, like early aughts, so like Franz Ferdinand, The Killers,
Seen it called
Sure.
that,
dance
and
punk.
dance punk, yeah, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I see a little bit of that.
Not
too.
that and there's anything wrong with emo or anything,
Yeah.
but I feel like if we were to describe ourselves as pop punk, it wouldn't be inaccurate because we have both pop and both punk, but I think pop punk has such a different connotation to it. You know?
Yeah.
We would jokingly say like punk pop
Punk pop, yeah.
first.
More
Yeah.
punk forward than
Yeah.
pop forward. but-
Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Viagra Boys in a funny way.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a high compliment.
Do you guys like them?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're cool.
They're
that's
fun.
a super good compliment. Thank you.
Yeah. You definitely sing better than him. That's,
Well, that was my first instrument actually, or the instrument I have the most training on. I'm self-taught on most other things, but I was actually going to school at a collegiate level for voice before I dropped out, and
wow.
have competed in like choral competitions across the state. So like a lot of
That
money went,
explains.
a lot of
Yeah.
money went into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So you did barbershop.
I've done pretty
Did
much
you-
any kind of
Did you do
singing.
mariachi?
I did not do mariachi.
My brother did a
That's
mariachi
tough.
thing
That's
in
different.
college. It's different.
Yeah.
I've done barbershop, I've done
Yeah.
jazz choir, I've done classical choir,
Yeah.
musical theater, all sorts of stuff.
Would you consider yourself a thespian?
Not so much anymore.
I just like using that word, honestly.
Yeah,
It's-
High school.
my
thespian.
brother is definitely the actor of the family, and I wanted to be a thespian, but I was much better at music. I did like acting and like improv all throughout high school, but I didn't really continue after all, unless you count like my TikTok skits. Which
You got a TikTok?
I do.
Is that where you get all your memes?
A lot of them. I am also
Nowadays.
a Tumblr girly. I'm on Threads, which I'm still trying to figure out if I should delete that or not.
It's been interesting.
I can't
Yeah.
handle threads. It's too much like business access.
Lots
is
of
given on
business and a lot of it's just kind of boring. Like no one's toxic on there yet, which is probably for the better, but it's also like not very interesting to interact with.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of poison in the pond
Yeah.
for the waters to grow,
Yeah.
or the flowers to grow.
We should all be the change we want to see in the world and just start behaving really shittily.
That's-
Start picking fights over nothing. Like,
These are the memes I'm here for.
Yeah.
So you guys released an album in 2019, Doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about this a little earlier, but was that the year that the band got together, or was it 2018?
So Doesn't was originally a Bert Olson record that we just
Yeah.
kind of slapped
The new.
the new name
new
over
name,
because
yeah.
we do still play some of those songs.
And we had released it pretty close to when
Yeah.
the band name or band switch happened, so that was still our set. So yeah, we kind of put it out there under the new name.
So yeah, all the drums on Doesn't are live drums. And I think technically it would have been the same year, right? 2019 for Doesn't.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Wow.
It was so long ago.
Yeah.
Did you guys play any shows before the big Panini hit?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, we
oh,
were
yeah.
gigging like almost to our detriment. Like we
We-
would have a show like almost every weekend.
We would joke that we were the best last minute band in Denver because, like practice, it's very easy to get 2 people in a room.
Yeah.
Right.
But that meant that we were playing like Lion's Lair like
Every month.
once or twice a month,
Yeah.
and they didn't like us.
No.
They actively, we did not fit with the room, but they kept asking us to come back. And then like the owner would be sitting at the bar and see us walk in. It's like,
Yeah, he was
Damn
like
it.
visibly. I was like, "Don't book us." And
you
like,
you
it's-
asked us
yeah.
to come. Like we didn't ask to play.
Yeah.
Like,
They just really like using their decibel meter in there.
Yeah.
They want to make sure people know, like, yeah, you're hurting yourselves.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, but we would gig almost every weekend, and I think that was to our detriment because I think nobody would come and see us because they were like, oh, well, I'll miss this one, but they're playing next weekend anyway.
Yeah.
So, and then they missed all of them.
Yeah.
Because
There's a bit of a
there
sweet
was
spot
no,
with it, yeah.
Yeah.
no urgency.
No
yeah.
incentive.
Yeah.
You gotta, like, get a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah.
We're only doing the t-shirt cannon on
On
Wednesday
Wednesdays,
shows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Midweek. Yeah, school night shows.
School. Yeah.
Yeah.
We play a lot of school nights.
The school night shirt cannon. School night shirt cannon.
That's also a good
Great
name.
band.
Yeah, write it down. That's all
School
you.
night
That's
shirt.
That's a dibs on that one for me.
That's almost a band name, album name combo. Like,
Mhm.
hey, we're school night. This one's shirt cannon.
Well, what this song's shirt cannon be about?
A shirt cannon.
A shirt cannon.
Yeah.
Well, you can't write a whole song about a shirt
Are
cannon.
you
Sure
sure
you
about
can.
that?
There's got to be like some
A shirt
context
cannon.
around it.
I sure can. That was the point.
You
Yeah,
sure
no.
Can.
Cannot.
Ooh, he's quick with it. He's
Yeah,
quick
I'll
with
try. I do not hope I don't think that was successful.
it. Maybe it's like the mother of all shirt cannons. It's like literally a massive cannon, and it shoots cannonballs of shirts.
shirts.
They've just been like compressed into actually dangerous
See, this-
weapons.
We got to start like a laundry business where you get to load all your clothes into a cannon. It fires them.
I don't know how we got on this subject, but
Shirt
now
cannon.
we're just gonna keep going. I
We're-
think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Right on.
I had this idea once for a UPS invention to put like cannons on top of the trucks,
you just shoot it at us.
and you just
Yeah.
shoot like your packages out in like little airbags.
That's about how they treat the packages anyway. So
It's not that I
Yeah.
feel like the future is pretty fucking stupid. I don't think that that's far off.
I just want to
Seems like-
imagine like a guy like manning the turret on like this truck
Oh,
while
yeah.
like it's driving down the street manically, you know, just like.
It's probably even like they probably get like a robot to do it.
it's all computer.
Yeah, but it's not part of my.
It's not alright.
Yeah.
It's not part of my.
Yeah.
my
I want to be the t-shirt cannon guy on the back of the truck. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So you guys recently posted on your story one of my favorite memes, the Panopticon with
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking Teletubbies.
Yeah.
Hunter is our meme captain.
Yeah, I think memes are like my
Meme
special
lieutenant.
interest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Autistically, I'm really into memology, and that one like really tickled me.
They're powerful.
Yeah.
They have such a mental kind of influence.
Yeah.
And don't worry, Scooter just licks the floor.
He's just
sometimes.
having a good time.
He's
Yeah.
got his little turkey legs rocking.
Just looking for.
So you guys have some unreleased material that you brought to the
Yes.
studio
Yes.
today.
Yeah, the first one we played is also unreleased. We've been playing it live a lot, but the next two, this will be their kind of
Debut.
Debut.
We
Yeah.
are kind of in the middle, kind of towards the end of recording an album,
Yeah.
and we're still working on the final version of
We're
the
doing
name
all the
and all that
tweaks.
stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
But
And that first track, what was the name of that first track?
That song is called "Ouch."
it sounds
Yeah.
like there was like punctuation on it, but there's not.
No, just
Yeah,
ouch.
ouch. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of classic heartbreak song.
Yeah.
That's a lot of our songs.
Yeah, I'm mostly motivated by heartbreak and the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
That's
Those
a
are
big
like
one.
our two moods.
Yeah.
We don't deviate from that too much.
Heartbreak and acid.
Yeah, and drugs.
So are these two songs that are coming now, are they about heartbreak or John F. Kennedy?
Paris Syndrome, which will be the next one, is definitely a breakup song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snack Run is kind of about...
Sure.
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Very well. I usually like to let my guests know when we're about like halfway or a third of the way through the interview, but I also like to quiz them. You've been looking at your phone, so you can't. You know where we're at. But Hunter, what do you think? How long have we been sitting here?
I think we've been sitting here for 7 years.
That's what it feels like at first.
No, I think I'm gonna say 13 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. So not even
On the
close.
head? No. Oh shit.
We're.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
This is flying through.
I usually tell people that the first 5 minutes feel like 50, and then the next 50 minutes feel like 5.
Like 5.
Yeah.
Flies.
It's pretty easy. You guys wanted to jump into another tune?
Yeah.
I feel like you're starting to fiddle with your stuff over there. So let's do it.
This one's called Paris Syndrome. Paris Syndrome is a phenomenon that happens to a lot of Japanese tourists, but can happen to anybody, where their vision of Paris in their head is so magnificent that when they get to the actual Paris, they get so violently depressed and suicidal. It's a breakup song.
It skipped a little. We'll try it again.
There we go. I can't take a hint, but I've been known to take requests. I used to give a shit till I learned my lesson. I just figured out I really don't care the way I care. I broke my heart myself, and you just happened to be there. I don't know when to stop, but I do know where it all began. Oh, it's so touch and go. These lessons seem to go hand in hand, and I just figured out it never really was that profound. I broke my heart myself, and you just happened to be around. Everything is as deep as you need it to be. If I'm the means to an end and it ends, what did it mean? And I just figured out that there is nothing to figure out. I broke my heart myself, and you were nowhere to be found.
I love a song that just feels like it doesn't drag on at all. It
Yeah.
just like hits and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like we're out. That's something I love about punk music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was like a huge thing in like the 80s and 90s to like do the long fade out.
Mm-hmm.
And while we have a lot of like 80s influence, we also really like just like ending the song and sometimes actively in an awkward place.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like-
we love doing like a false fuck you ending.
Like just ending on like the third out of the 4 notes or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Like or root notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a real like get in, get out approach. I think like
That was
even sometimes like I'll write like a song and like I'll intend to extend it, and it'll be like, no,
we're done.
we're done. This song is long enough.
That one was like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long to get your point across. You know.
Yeah, and you know you don't need a 3-minute steel pan solo.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Bill Withers.
Looking at you, Bill Withers.
Well, we've done the opposite too. Like we have songs that are 5-6 minute plus songs, and I think that's easier to get away with when you have a real drummer.
Yeah.
Like, when you have the one drum beat going the whole time, getting it out.
It can be a little flat.
Yeah.
So.
It's definitely something that you can play with, but like, do you? That actually kind of brings me to my next question. So, some of these beats, you said that you use an '80s style drum machine. Is it an actual physical machine?
So we had
It used to be. Yeah.
just a full. It was a drum machine. Kind of looked like a guitar pedal, but it had a scroll wheel for your beat and your tempo and everything, and it had different like variations and fills and stuff like that. And that was all of dozens.
For the gearheads.
No, that was all of
the Pain
Pain
Vacation.
Vacation.
For the gearheads, that was a
Boss.
Dr. Rhythm 3.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what I was really getting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Boss Dr. Rhythm
those are
3.
cool.
Lately, we've been doing a lot of either pulling from like old keyboards.
Yeah, like a lot of we got a lot of like
beats.
shitty Casios.
Yeah, like $8 at the thrift store missing a key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, if it works for Damien,
David
Gorillas.
Albarn.
Yeah.
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 We
Gorillas, yeah.
also have used a Omnichord
Yeah.
on a song.
Not that Omnichord. We checked when we
the
saw
slightly newer version. It had a
Right.
very similar
Similar.
beat, but not the exact
not
one, and
quite.
we were bummed about it.
Yeah.
And
Redoing Clint Eastwood is a bit of a faux pas at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't think we could have gotten away with that.
No.
But it would have been cool just to have the
It-
instrument.
Exactly.
True.
I want to get into
Just to show
that
people the
lawsuit.
beat. Just-
Yeah.
So check this out.
I want to get into that lawsuit where we get sued for using the beat.
Yeah.
That, and we just be like, no, it's the we have
No.
that.
It's we
We're
checked.
just using the same thing.
Is that a preferable lawsuit than Sesame Street?
I feel like Sesame Street is the one we're gonna get away with. I think the White Claw
The
one.
White Claw is the
like
one we've been
just straight
pushing the
up.
hardest to get sued by.
Yeah.
That one was the closest to just straight up cut out White
Yeah.
Claw and write guillotine.
Yeah.
The other one's Hunter redrew, but
Yeah. So there's at least some plausible deniability on the
Yeah.
other three, but the White Claw sticker is.
Those,
I don't know.
those are out there.
Yeah.
Did you guys bring any stickers today?
No, we ran out of
Like how-
all of our stickers.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
kind of in a refresh mode of merch.
Yeah.
We kind of ran out of everything.
Ran out of money to
Yeah.
get more things.
Yeah.
So-
I lost the water bottle that your sticker is on.
No.
And
We will-
it's seriously like so sad for me.
I have like 3 stickers at home, and I will get
Okay.
some.
Yeah, we will hook you
I'll
up
come to your
for
next
sure.
show.
Yeah.
For sure. When is your guys' next show?
We-
Currently, we're not booked.
Yeah, we're really good at, we don't actively book our shows, we just wait until somebody asks us to play a show, and that is also we're figuring out to our detriment. So I think
Yeah.
we're trying to be a little more purposeful
Yeah.
with what we're playing.
It sounds like you're in a bit of a creative mood at the moment.
Yeah, so
You
Yeah.
guys are playing too many shows at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, that was the whole thing with the second album was we were playing all these shows and we never had time to write anything. Then the pandemic hit,
And then
and
we
we had
only had time to write
time,
things.
so we just hung out and wrote. And by the time things were clearing up, quote unquote, by the time we were out of the house again, we had an album.
Yeah.
And we just had to put it down. So it was a convenient refresh then. So
Yeah, this one has been taking a lot longer.
yeah.
Pain Vacation was like a 6-month sprint.
Is there a name for this new one?
We're still workshopping.
Yeah.
The top name that we're thinking of is Terminally Online. That might like bump into some issues because Danny Brown just put out Chronically Online.
Yeah.
So we might have to go
Which
back
is
to
what
that
we were
one.
kind of riffing on before that even happened. Was the
Yeah.
term chronically
Mhm.
online.
Yeah.
which comes from a lot of the meme stuff.
We did kind of jokingly, we have like a group chat with David, who's our like, we call him the third Gila Teen. He's like essentially our producer. We do all our recording with him. In the group chat, someone posted the meme of the Ouroboros snake eating its own tail, and then in the middle it just says "girl dinner." And I was like, that kind of fucks the. Like, that would be like a pretty fun name.
We've been throwing around a lot of meme-esque album covers.
Yeah.
Either straight up memes or.
Aiden has been starting a meme within our group of just sending album covers that say Gila Teen and then just Michael Cera's face.
Just really zoomed in specifically from the Superbad like release.
Yeah.
Like
Just
red carpet.
how many ways can you guys get sued?
So
I feel like that's
a public figure.
Yeah, public figure. I feel like that's free use, right?
Technically, I think we're
We
allowed
could probably
to use
get
it.
it with that.
We
I
might
don't
get sued
know.
by like the photographer or something, but like.
If we edited enough, I think.
Exactly.
We'll be
Just
fine.
throw it through all of the filters on your phone. Use a
I like Girl
Snapchat
Dinner,
free
though.
font. Girl Dinner
Girl
is
Dinner
good.
is
That's really
strong,
funny.
yeah.
I still like shirt cannon more. Maybe like terminal shirt cannon.
Terminal shirt dinner.
I'm gonna make an album cover this Michael Cera's face, guillotine girl.
Girl dinner!
Chronically school night.
Oh no.
This is now a brainstorming session.
Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
We've been putting off this conversation for too long. It's time.
So this last song that you guys played, it was called Paris Syndrome.
Paris
Paris
Syndrome,
Syndrome.
yeah.
It kind of reminded me a little bit of like, well, music from the 90s in a big way. But like, it gave me the feeling like I was sort of like turning on the TV after school,
Ooh.
coming home from like middle school.
Like theme song.
Yeah, like a theme song sort of thing for like a show.
That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Following the footsteps of They Might Be Giants and Cake.
Right.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
The
I like Cake.
I love Cake.
theme song
Best
to the
band.
TV show Chuck is so good. Short
Oh,
skirt,
yeah.
long jacket.
They also did the theme song to Mission Hill. Shout out to old school cartoon heads, Mission Hill.
Never watched it.
That's for you, Danny.
We got Danny in the chat.
Maybe, I don't know.
Let's see who's in the chat. I didn't put up our monitor to that, but
Oh no.
yeah.
What's up, chat?
I don't even know where my laptop is right now. My life has been too much.
Chaos.
Let's see here. Gila Teen. We've got no messages,
Where?
but if
Alright.
if sometimes people don't know.
Yeah.
If you want to chat with us, I'll have my little monitor right here, and I'll just convey the messages to people.
Yeah.
To these people, to the teens.
Yeah. Full on Reddit AMA style.
Right.
Just really come at us, attack us.
So tell us
We're here
about
for the hate.
Tenet.
That's a backwards movie.
What? Have there been any movies that are universally hated that you love? I don't know why I'm coming up with questions
Universally
now, but
hated movies that I love.
yeah. Or like critically panned movies that you've been really into.
I have fun questions like that.
Or reverse.
You're starting to take over my job.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
love it.
Yeah.
It just came.
Go for it.
All I can think of is like The Room, but that's such a like basic
Okay,
bitch answer.
What
Everybody
about a
loves The
movie that
Room.
everybody loved that you were like, nah, this sucks?
The Batman.
I enjoyed the Batman. I had
Yeah,
a
come
great
at me,
time with
Chad.
the
I think
Batman.
I think Robert Pattinson was a great Batman. I think that was the goofiest shit I've ever seen in my life. I
Batman
think the
is
whole
goofy.
idea of making a gritty movie about a billionaire that dresses up as a bat is ridiculous. I don't think they did a good job, and I laughed the entire time.
I think they wanted you to laugh.
I don't think that that's true at all.
I didn't
don't
like
think it was
that.
intentional.
I usually like musicals, but there was a musical that came out recently. It's about like Hollywood and some guy with a jazz club.
Oh, La La Land.
La La Land.
Yeah, yeah.
But could not stand it. I was
it's
just like
not a good
questioning
movie.
every premise
No.
of
It's
everything.
one
I
of
was
those
just like, what is
movies
this
that
point?
like I liked it the first time I saw it, and then like I got home and I thought about it. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me that this white dude saved jazz?
Yes! Thank God white people saved jazz music. Oh. What would we do without white people saving jazz?
I was impressed that he learned some jazz piano for
Yeah.
for the movie, but
Ryan
Ryan
good on
Gosling
Gosling.
is a full musician. He has an album out that was supposed to be a musical. It has a children's choir. It's
Yeah.
so good.
really,
Dead Man's Bones.
Dead Man's Bones.
Huh.
It's
Yeah.
super fun. They went on tour. They didn't take children with them on tour, but they got children's choirs in the cities they were playing shows to
they
learn
just
the
abducted
songs.
children.
Pretty much, yeah. Ryan Gosling was not on a tour bus with like 15 children.
For legal reasons.
For legal reasons.
Now I'm gonna get
Oh,
sick.
no.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
what is
Yeah,
what is
questions?
your guys' favorite holiday?
Oh shit.
Oh man.
So a thing about me is I'm like kind of a notorious holiday hater. Fuck Christmas. I'm not into Christmas. Like,
I feel like a really neutral holiday that is like, yeah, I guess it has to be a holiday is New Year's.
I am into New Year's. I do like the idea of
It's
like,
the holiday for
clean
holiday
slate.
haters.
Yeah,
I
it's like
have
an idea of
never,
clean slate. Yeah.
never had a good time going out on New Year's.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Too much.
Have you ever had a good time staying in on New Year's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More fun than going out.
God, New Year's concerts are so obnoxious.
It's true.
We've played a handful of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to.
Never goes well.
Yeah.
Actually, I've only ever played one, and it was at Lion's Lair. Believe it or not.
lot of Lions Lair love on.
Yeah.
On the pod.
Band-wise, I think Halloween shows are the most fun.
Yeah.
Just because everybody's already out to have fun.
Yeah.
And
Well, like we're at least I love being camp. If you couldn't tell, Halloween's a good excuse to be campy.
we
Yeah.
bought Phoebe Bridgers' skeleton onesies for a Halloween show.
Yeah.
And that was the show
That's
where we
fun.
lost our Bert Olson nameplate.
That is not true.
Is that not true?
No, we bought Phoebe Bridgers while we were still Gila Teen. So we
I guess
we
it was
lost
the same-
Bert Olson nameplate.
It was the same venue but a different show.
Yes.
So I
There you
get
go.
it mixed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You played at the
That was-
same venue enough times and they all blur together.
I don't even remember the names of venues at this point.
That was Globe Hall.
We keep changing.
It's between the two of us. I think we have I think we've known each other for long enough that we have that like couples memory
Oh,
thing
yeah.
where like
One of us is gonna.
one
be-
of us will remember
Yeah.
at least part of what's going on.
Yeah, enough to get us in the right general
The vicinity
area.
of
Yeah.
the memory.
You just gotta start calling every place you play at Lion's Lair. You're just like, thank
On
you,
stage,
Lion's
thank you,
Lair.
Lions Lair.
My first band that played-
Sponsor.
Red Rocks Amphitheater, actually.
Just try to get a sponsorship from.
the first band that I was in that played shows played like a Tuesday night show at Lions Lair, and we made a dumb joke about there was nobody there. We're like, yeah, welcome to band practice, and they did not invite us back ever until we changed our name, and then they, I think, accidentally invited us
Forgot
back,
about
and
it.
we just worked our way back into Lions Lair. But apparently that is the step that they, like, that's one step too far, is joking that your show is just band practice.
I had no idea Lion's Lair was so thin-skinned.
Yeah,
Right?
Petty.
For a place called Lions Lair, like,
we
what?
were, I don't even know if we were 21 yet, so I'm not sure why we were playing there.
Nice.
But
Yeah, put them on blast.
yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys like the sounds that Scooter makes when he's trying to eat his foot?
Oh, it's great. I love
I do
Scooter.
enjoy the antics.
He's having a great time.
Maybe
He's
I'll try
comedic
it.
relief,
Yeah.
for sure.
He's
There he
just
goes.
Chilling.
He's your like Andy Richter type. Keeps things light and moving.
Yeah.
I don't know why I pay him, but he never says anything. Sometimes he sings. The singing is good.
Singing.
That's really what it's all
Yeah.
about. Do you have any tips for smoothing over your passaggio?
Smooth. What? I don't even. I might need some
I'm lost.
definitions.
I'm
but
sorry, I thought you were a trained choir
It's been a minute.
Okay.
person.
It has been. It's moving over your passage. Is that your break?
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Actually, so I
Okay.
got there. I got there.
Okay.
Definitely train your falsetto. That's like the main thing. Is like make sure that your falsetto and your head voice have some overlap.
I got a little singing straw recently.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Those have been.
Yeah.
It's been a month and like it's crazy what's
yeah.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I knew more. It's been so long since I've been like in the learning habit that like a lot of it is just like walking.
Yeah,
so
you
like,
can.
how do you walk?
I can tell you're a very well trained singer, especially in that last song.
Yeah.
It's like jumping over the passaggio, back and down. Almost always like will reveal any sort of like weakness, but.
That we had to redo the vocals when we recorded that one because I was a little too weak on the first track. I was like, no, I can do better, and I can hit those notes for real. But yeah,
they're up there.
Biggest thing is just the falsetto. I think.
Rain.
Getting used to switching between your head and your falsetto.
Yeah.
It takes time. It takes time in practice.
I was a bass one in chorus, so like I got so many lessons on how to sing, in like a broad, deep sort of chest voice that like anytime I ever try to go like higher, it would always end up with me just yelling.
Yeah.
And so like it's taken a really, really long time to unlearn that and like become like more of a breathy, relaxed singer. And the first thing that made me like undertake that journey is, I don't know why I'm talking about myself.
No, I'm always down to talk choir.
Is that I realized most of the singers that I really like respect and appreciate are all singing in falsetto like 90% of the time, and I was like, why am I trying to avoid it?
Well, that's like the thing with me is I was a bass too all throughout college, and like I was never really given the opportunity to explore that like tenor range. And so like when I dropped out and like started playing music, and like so much of like pop music like is all tenor based anyways. And so I kind of like really like had to throw my whole self into that range, which like mostly my tenor range is like self trained because I was trained as a bass. Because I could go low, and that's like what happens when you can go low. So like, all right, now that you're just doing that forever.
Right, people just love that. It's a curse.
Yeah, I think I've lost a lot of my bass 2 range, like the lower range since dropping out. I'm not using it, so whatever.
So Aiden, what's your favorite candy?
I'm a Reese's guy. I love all sorts of Reese's.
Peanut butter's pretty rad.
Reese's guy.
What is that supposed to mean?
Damn. We are now currently about 15 minutes away from the end. And Blue Peony says hello.
Hello, Blue Peony.
Hello, Blue Peony. Excellent. Would you guys like to play another one?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, this one.
This one is Snack Run.
Snack Run. Yeah. Let me tune really fast, actually.
That's my favorite thing about bass is that I never have to tune.
Hey, Ed, what's this song about?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I also don't remember how it starts.
Well, that's good because I started. So.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, this song's called Snack Run.
Perfect.
I might need you to start over again. Sorry. I came to in a gas station parking lot after wandering for 40 years with nothing to eat, and opening our eyes to the meaning of our lives is an existential crisis under thousands of isms. Got nowhere to go but everything to leave. but nothing to lose, but everything to green. Approached me with both good news and bad news. You wondered which order I'd prefer them received. The first news was bad news, was good news cost extra. The next news was no news, and also vice versa. Got nothing to say, but everything to breathe.
The ending of that one, it's got a really strong sort of like anthem-y quality to it. You know?
We were thinking like it felt really like early Snow Patrol.
Oh,
that was the vibe we were going for.
Wow, I haven't thought about that.
Right?
Yeah, like Final Straw era Snow Patrol.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. I'm having a flashback. I wonder if I have a Snow Patrol in here. Probably not.
It's one of those things that like I didn't listen to cool music until like sophomore year in high school, and Snow Patrol was one of like the first bands that I got really into.
Wow. For me, it was sophomore year of college when I joined the college radio station. Is when I finally started breaking out of the box.
Until like until I got an iPod that could hold more than like 30 songs. Before that, I listened to like
30's all you need.
Green Day's first album. I had like the 2004 Bon Jovi album and like 3 or 4 random songs. And then I got something that I could actually pick what I was listening to instead of just shuffle.
Were you ever like a Zune kid?
I never had a Zune.
I had one.
My ex had a Zune. The Zune was, I liked the games.
I like the fact that you could like make your Zunes kiss and it would transfer songs.
That's fun.
That's how I got like all of Aphex Twin's like discography.
Zune was ahead of its
time.
Through
a Zune Kiss.
Zune Kiss.
Zune Kiss, that's the album.
Oh, album name also, yeah.
Terminally Zune Kiss. Terminal Zune Cannon.
Zune Kids is also.
Zune Kids. Girl dinner, Zune Kid, T-shirt cannon. Let's just like roll a bunch of dice and open up a dictionary, and that's how we'll name the album.
I'm writing this all down. Terminal School Shirt Night Cannon Zune Kiss Girl Dinner Online.
There we go.
It's like the new MMORPG.
Yeah,
storming the nation.
That's my favorite anime, actually.
It feels like there should be like a code to figure out what that actually means.
We'll do like something like really obscure and like referential, but it won't mean anything. Yeah. Like people will like.
You need.
What does it mean? All the messages.
Like ice, death, planets, lava. You guys know that one?
No.
Oh, it's okay. So, this leads in nicely to the next question. If I was to open up your phone right now and open Spotify, what's the last song that's on there?
Ooh.
Oh shit.
So
you can actually do it.
I can pull it up right now. Have a liked songs playlist on Spotify that has about 10,000 songs on it. It was at 10,000 songs, and then I cut it down to like 9,000 because I hit the limit. And then like a month later, they said, we're taking away the limit. I'm like, God. I was mad. I was mad about it. This that was playing when we pulled up is Even Though You Look So Good by Baby Jesus.
Huh.
I think mine was Party Time by the Northern Boys.
That's also
which
good.
is a TikTok group of old British men who rap.
And
Highly recommend. It's
What?
it's really fucking good, dude.
Hold
And,
on,
like,
what's it called?
The Northern Boys. Check out Party Time. It's one of their best songs.
Shit.
Yeah.
You guys have some niche taste. I like
Oh,
that.
for sure.
That's how I discover music, is finding niche shit.
Yeah.
For a long time, I would listen to the Discover Weekly playlist on Spotify, not an ad, and would have a monthly playlist of just all the songs that I actually liked from it. And for a long time, they were in like the 6 to 8 hour range because I had tons of time to listen to music. And as you grow up, you have less time to listen to music, so that has fallen by the wayside, and now everything just gets added to the one playlist. Yeah. But it's very fun to hit a random playlist and be like, oh, this is what March of 2016 felt like.
I have like playlist folders.
Yeah.
I'm really custodial about it.
I
I like to make concept playlists
Oh, hell yeah.
that are just like, it's not like a specific genre, but it's just like songs that are somehow like very closely connected to each other.
Yeah, there's a through line.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's one just called Existence that it has like Eclipse by Pink Floyd and like that weird Existence song by like Lewis Cole and the Brad Menlau song about like driving in a car in his dream with a fucking dragon or something.
I feel like playlists like have really taken over like the lost art of like the mixtape. Because I was like such a mixtape kid. Because that's like how I like connected with my brother when he left for college.
I burned so many CDs for people.
Yeah, when like that's like that was such a, like a cool like early relationship move. It's like here's a bunch of songs that made me think about you.
Right.
Like I feel like that's kind of lost. I don't think the playlist is still a move, but I don't think it hits quite as hard. You know.
Not quite, but
one really fun thing, or at least I think is fun, maybe just funny thing that happened, was there was this girl that had shown some interest in Hunter back in like before we became friends, like early high school, late middle school time period, and they gave Hunter a CD, and it was a playlist of songs, and it was cool.
Yeah. Full on did not pick up on the romantic intent of that at all because I'm tense as fuck. So I was like, oh, thanks.
Later on, I started dating this girl. She gave me the same CD.
no.
Yeah, and I didn't, like, one day we found out, and it was, like, years later, we're like, wait a second. It was
She's just
really
pulling
good.
that move on everyone.
She made the one playlist and said, cool, I'm done.
This is the
I'm
one.
not customizing this.
To her credit, those songs were like fire. So.
It was
good.
It was a good playlist.
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Yeah. How was she supposed to know that we were going to be friends for 15 plus years?
She should have known.
Yeah.
She should have known.
Yeah.
In retrospect, it was probably the CD that brought you guys together.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
Man,
became
we like
friends
all
because
the
we
same
like.
music. Whoa.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
I love that song.
Where did you hear about that song?
So earlier we were talking a little bit about King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yes.
And
another lizard theme band.
yeah, I suppose they have an album. I was referencing this earlier. Ice Death Planets.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Yes.
The A is evading me. Ice Death Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, Air, and Lava. And so IDPLMAL is the acronym, and it represents something else very distinct in music.
Huh.
It's the acronym for something. I hate to quiz people on my show, but it's kind of fun for people who have gone to music school
IDP.
for this one.
Aiden's got like next to no theory, and I was smoking weed during most of my theory
Very
classes.
I learned bass from a violinist who didn't want to teach us scales. So
Yeah.
Rough.
IDP.
yeah, I'm all ear based.
IDP. That's the only letters I remember.
Ionian,
Oh,
Dorian,
yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Phrygian,
See,
Lydian,
those guys are too good
Mixolydian,
at their instruments.
Aeolian, Locrian.
When you say
Yeah.
that out loud, it seems so freaking obvious. But
Right.
Also, two guys who don't do scales.
Right. It's an album that actually I'm not gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
Has 7 tracks, and they're all
Each one
in
is in
each
different
that
modes.
in each
Okay.
mode.
That's
Oh, yeah.
very cool.
And I always find it really interesting to talk about the Locrian mode, because like it's really hard to make a song feel like its home is the diminished chord.
Yeah.
You know, it's like very disorienting as far as what like most music theorists would describe as like this is home.
Yeah.
And so like it's a fun song to show people who know that and can appreciate the fact that like they're trying really hard to imply that like minor second thing and everything else.
Man.
I don't think we could do that.
Yeah, no, I mess around on guitar and I know like 4 or 5 chord shapes and I make slight adjustments until something sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm very much like a front, bottoms, leg, 2 strings.
You know,
kind of guy.
having an ear is the greatest thing in general.
Yeah.
So skipping right to just developing the ear into finding sounds that you like more, I think is just as valid of a. It's practically a shortcut sometimes.
Yeah, I think that we've talked a lot about that, about how.
Oh my God, Scooter just farted for sure, right?
Oh, no.
Do you guys smell that?
I don't have much as
Oh, thank God. Okay, because
it's all that foot he's eating.
Yeah, I guess.
Scooter.
I have one more question for you guys because we are running out of time here.
Oh man.
Did you want to play one more song?
We could do like an outro. We got a quick one, yeah.
Cool.
Let's
run that, and I'll ask you this last question.
Yes.
That wasn't actually the question.
Okay.
Cool.
The question is, do you guys have a favorite song that you like to play
Oh shit.
from your repertoire?
Yeah. 2 come to mind. Well, I don't know. There's so many. It depends what mood we're in and what the vibe of the show is. There's one we play every show.
There's a few that we play every show.
Yeah.
For a lighter mood, I love Palpitations.
Yeah.
For the heavier mood, I love Cultist Prophet Blues.
Yeah. Well, should we play Palpitations then? We were gonna play a different one, but I feel like that's a good
I didn't bring
segue.
my pedals.
Oh shit! Well, yeah. No, we're gonna play the easy one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the easy one. Yeah, probably Palpitations for all the Gila Teen heads out there.
Yeah.
That's our best song.
Oh yeah.
Our favorite one. Yeah. This is not Palpitations. This is a song called Anything. It's off of Doesn't. I've been falling madly in love with every single person I see. Sounds super fucking superficial, but I swear the feeling's so deep. And I tried to call my way into your elevator to tell you, but you wrote me off as just another player, and things just fell through. And I don't have a name for this. I'm not quite sure that one exists, and I don't know anything about anything. I've been falling madly in love with every single person I tweet. Sounds super fucking superficial, but I swear the feeling's so neat. And I'm trying to call my way into your elevator to tell you, but you wrote me off as just another player, and things just fell through. And I don't have a name for this. I'm not quite sure that one exists, and I don't know anything about anything. But I am home, 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 I am home. Every single place I go.